What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream today. Manchester City against Liverpool, the Premier League champions against the Premier League team that is top of the league at the moment. A big game coming up today, and at Anfield. And Manchester City have not won in their last 17 visits to Anfield, so they haven't got a good record there, man. 2003, the last time they beat Liverpool at Anfield in the league. Nicolas Anelka scored that day after an assist by Sean Wright-Phillips. So that tells you something about how long it is since Liverpool went there and had any form of success. Big up everyone in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. Big game today, and I can take my mind off Arsenal. We don't want to think about Arsenal right now, so I can focus on something else. And it's a massive game. A lot of people saying if Manchester City beat Liverpool today, that Liverpool are out of the title race. And listen, this will be a big, big game. Big up everyone for tuning in. Big up everyone for your support as always, and for tuning in for the earlier Arsenal stream that was like a therapy session, I think, for all Arsenal fans. Let me show you the lineups. Let's have a look at the starting lineups, see the two teams, and then we'll give our score prediction. So Liverpool, the home team. This is their team. Sadio Mane returns. He's missed the last couple of games, and he returns to the lineup. Huge boost for Liverpool. That Alisson's back in goal as well. He's missed the last couple of games. Trent at right back, Fabinho and Henderson at centre back. Just getting away with two centre mids at centre back. It's crazy. Robertson at left back. Midfield is Gini Wijnaldum, Curtis Jones, and Thiago. The front three picks itself, don't it, really? Mane, Salah, Firmino. On the bench, Adrian, Milner, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Kabak. I mean, they've just signed him. They were desperate to sign a centre back, and he doesn't play. Maybe this game's a little bit too much too soon. Tsimikas, Shaqiri, Origi, Phillips and Williams. Not a great bench, really, for Liverpool. I suppose Shaqiri, Origi, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Milner are the ones they will probably look at bringing on later in the game. So not a great Liverpool team, if we're being honest. But then let's look at the Manchester City team. The interesting thing with Manchester City is they've turned up again with no striker. I mean, what does this say about Gabriel Jesus? He's been fit. I think he scored against Burnley the other day. Man City turn up with no striker against Liverpool. I think they want complete dominance in midfield. I think if Aguero was fit, he would play through the middle. But Aguero, of course, he's still struggling. He had COVID. It has gone past the 14 days, but Pep Guardiola said he would need another week or two before he recovers. And of course, Kevin De Bruyne is not there as well. So arguably, they're two best players, really, in De Bruyne and Aguero. Not in the team, but they've got a good team out. Ederson in goal, back four, Cancelo, Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias, for me, has been one of the signings of the season. Doesn't get spoken about very often, but he's been superb for them. John Stones revitalised. He looked like his Manchester City career was finished. All of a sudden, people are saying he's got to start for England in the Euros next to Maguire. He's keeping Laporte out of the team. Laporte was probably their best centre-back last season. Zinchenko at left back. Rodrigo, Gundogan and Bernardo Silva in the midfield with Mahrez, Foden and Sterling up front. Raheem Sterling, Manchester City captain. I mean, I don't think I've seen that too many times. Foden apparently is the one they expect to play false nine, although it was listed as Sterling as the striker. On the TV, they're saying they expect Foden. On the bench, Stefan, Jesus, Laporte, Torres, Mendy, Fernandinho, Garcia, Doyle and Bernabei. It's not an amazing bench. A few good players there. Fernandinho, Laporte, Jesus, Torres. But yeah, no striker. It's can they affect this Liverpool defence enough playing with no striker? Everyone seems to think Manchester City are going to win comfortably. City are going to smoke Liverpool. 3-1 City. City placed the most powerful possible team. Gabriel Jesus scored a lucky goal last match, so that is the best possible team. Going 3-0 Man City. Yeah, I just can't see Liverpool getting dealt with like that for some reason. I do think I do think this could be a day for City to beat Liverpool, if I'm honest, but I think it will be close. And the thing what still makes me not sure, actually, is the fact that Liverpool have got that front three out, man. That front three can beat anybody, you know. So I don't see it being just 3-0, 3-1 to City like that. I hope these goals. I hope Tom's not right. He says snooze fest 0-0. I think it will be close. Maybe 2-1. Maybe will City beat them? Will City beat them? With no striker though. That's my worry for City, having no striker. Will they open Liverpool up enough? I'm not sure. Do you know what? I'm gonna go for. What am I gonna go for? Man City have won their last 5 games. No, you'd be crazy actually to go against City. They keep the ball so well. But I just think, I don't know, man. City have not beaten Liverpool for 17 years. 18 years, sorry. At Anfield, I can't see them just coming to Anfield and rolling them over. I'm telling you. And I think Liverpool's front three will still damage that Man City back four, man. You know, Salah against Zinchenko. I think he'll do him in. Cancelo against Mane. I think Mane will get the better of him as well. I think it'll be a close game, man. I'm going to go for... what am I going to go for? It's just that defence. Let me have a think. I'll give you my prediction shortly. Ebby saying 2-2 draw. Mahrez and Foden scoring today. City have won their last 8 games. I mean, they're on fire. Curtis, they beat Chelsea with no striker. They did. But Chelsea were very poor that day going forward, man. 2-2 draw. Mahrez, Foden, 2-2. I mean, the thing is as well, Liverpool have lost their last 2 home games. I can't see them losing 3 home games in a row for some reason. You know, I just think Salah and Mane are going to deal with their defence. Do you know what? I'm going to take a gamble. I could get this horribly wrong. I'm going to go for Liverpool 2-1. I don't know why. I just think the fact they haven't got a striker out, City, and the fact that Liverpool's wingers, I think, will hurt their fullbacks. You know? I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. We'll see, though. I could be wrong. I could be horribly wrong. Everything says that City should go and win this game, but for some reason, I can see Liverpool winning. Curtis, City are on a roll. Yeah, they are. But they've still, you know, they've never overcome this Anfield thing under Pep. You would expect them to do it today, but I don't know. I've just got a cheeky feeling, man. Foden will have Trent on toast. Maybe. Big C, Liverpool got this 4 goals, you know. Jeez. I just think that Liverpool front three will hurt City. I honestly do. I think Liverpool can cope with City with no striker. I could be horribly wrong. Everything says that City will roll Liverpool over. But you've still got to remember, no De Bruyne, no Aguero. But we'll see. What time is the match time? Big up my boss. Respect, Troy. 5 minutes till kickoff. Yes, Henry. Big Curtis, glad to see you as always. Thank you very much, bro. The worrying thing is Tottenham were still playing ish, but they're still above us. I mean, Tottenham won today, so I think that puts them about 5 points above Arsenal now, which is worrying, really. And I believe they've got a game in hand as well. So, yeah, it is what it is, isn't it, man? It is what it is, I'm afraid. I mean, let's have a little look at the Premier League table, just so we can have a look where Man City and Liverpool are. And, you know, City are top, 5 wins out of 5. I mean, 47 points. They've only conceded 13 goals in 21 games. That is an unbelievable record. Scored 39. Liverpool down in 4th. City are 7 points clear of Liverpool with a game in hand. If they were to win today, they'd be 10 points clear of Liverpool with a game in hand. I think they'd be out the title race, Liverpool. So this is a must-win game for them. City, of course, they got 2 games in hand on Leicester and Manchester United. If they were to win them 2 games in hand, that would put them 8 points clear of Manchester United. So a big game for both teams today. Of course, you were talking about Arsenal earlier. Obviously, Arsenal now 5 points behind Tottenham, and Tottenham have a game in hand, so they could potentially go 8 points clear of Arsenal, who are obviously struggling at the moment. But let's see, it's a big game for the Premier League. You know, the league leaders against the title holders. Man City will win this 3-1. Alvin said, I think Arteta's job is on the line. I don't think it is, brother. I honestly don't. I think it should be, Alvin, but I think the board will stick with him going into next season. Arteta needs to go, Curtis. Arsenal make 2 steps forward and 100 steps back. Everything's fine, Shirts. Listen, man, I would love to, but the fan base wouldn't accept it, man. They'll go, you're benefiting off us struggling. So I wouldn't do it. I might do some sort of clothing in the future, though. Big C do a show with Rance. Yeah, man. I mean, I speak to Rance sometimes. I did a show with him on AFTV, came on the Talk is Cheap show, did the preview to the Arsenal-Man United game. I'll try and get him on at some stage, definitely. Next season is the season for Arteta, but why? Why is it? We're already playing catch-up. Are we going to spend big money in the summer? Let's hope so, but there's no guarantees. Disappointing performance from Leicester today. Yeah, they ruined my bet today, man. I had a bet on an accumulator, and I had Leicester to win. They drew 0-0, man. I saw Vardy miss a great chance at the end, man. Curtis Aubameyang has been playing like Eddie and Nketiah, but no one says anything. He's got credit in the bank now, hasn't he, man? You know, basically carried us last season, so he got away with it. Curtis, would you take Ten Hag? I do like him. He's a good coach, but I'm still not sure. I think we need a big boy manager, man. Arteta out, season 2, episode 39. Do you know what? I did a show earlier today. Arteta got a little bit of criticism, of course, but I didn't aim it all at him. I was looking at the club, the recruitment, the players. I looked at the whole situation. So, it wasn't an Arteta out show as such, even though I'm still not sure he is the right manager. Well, I actually don't think he is, but hey. What's happening with Balogun, Curtis? Oh, no, nothing at the moment. I get the impression he may go elsewhere, but let's hope, maybe one day we just pull out a new contract. What was it like playing in a World Cup qualifier? It was good to be involved, man. Obviously, it was a great experience. Big up Curtis tuning in from Canada. Keep up the hard work. Thank you very much. Partey after Partey. We call that injury after injury for Thomas Partey, man. Man's just getting injured every minute. Muscle injuries and all this, that, the other. By the way, I'm not Arteta in or out. Well, are you happy with him there? Do you think he's doing a good job? Or would you rather someone else? Our club is going to the ruins during this experiment with Arteta. Oh, man. Yeah, always next season. Always the next transfer window, the next season, all that. We're going to play Premier League alone next season. There is going to be tough for team rotation, whether who plays good in the field. Tough days are ahead of us. Well, that's the thing. The Europa League allows you to rotate and give young players an opportunity and stuff like that. We may not even have that next year. I'll judge Arteta when the Europa League kicks in again. I mean, obviously Benfica in a couple of weeks. General Hospital, too many noodles. I mean, I said this on the show I did earlier. Thomas Partey was talking about he wants a sponsorship deal with this noodle company. I think they're called Indomie Noodles. And someone checked on the stream and said, them noodles are 40 pence a packet. I said, this guy's on 150 grand a week. Why does he want 40 pence noodles? Living like a student on his first year, university student living off noodles. No wonder the man's getting injured. Bare noodle legs, as Kent said earlier, man. Big up Gio with a super chat. Thank you very much. Said, hopefully this big game isn't a snooze fest, Curtis. Zlatan has revived Milan with our young players. Still top of the league by 2 points. Wow. I mean, Zlatan, what is he? 38, 39 years of age. And they're still flying over there. Why does he want 40 pence noodles? I don't know, man. This is what we said. He needs to eat some hard food, man. Some proper food. Maybe he wants to live like us common folk. Yeah, for real. Game's underway, people. Been kicked off. We're in the second minute now. Noodle legs, man, I'm telling you. Indomie noodles are popular in southeast countries trying to increase the fan base. Arteta and Edu will never take Arsenal forward. We rather have Henry as a coach and Mark Overmars as technical director. That's what bothers me. What makes our fans believe that signings will improve the squad next season? What if we are thrown in another Ozil situation? It's crazy, isn't it? Always next season, as I said, man. 40p a pack, man could buy the company. You know what I mean? Man's looking a sponsorship deal on 40p noodles. To be honest, I've never tasted them, though. They must be good. Maybe I'll try them one day. But, are they better than pot noodles and everything? Would you take Ox back in the summer? Nah, man. He's on quite a big wage, and he's struggled at Liverpool. He's had a major injury as well. Question: would you be up for next season with European football? I would rather be in the Europa League than be in nothing. I know I don't like the Europa League as such, but number one, I look at it. You get finances, which we need. We're in a pandemic. We need money to spend in the summer. If we got no European football, Kroenke is just going to cut the budget even lower. Number two, it's easier to attract players with European football because you're telling them, all right, I know you want to be in the Champions League, but we're in the Europa League and we can win the Europa League. Number two, you get coefficient points in Europe. So if you ever do get back into the Champions League, that helps to what seed you are. And number three, you can develop young players in competitive football. Players like Saka and Martinelli, they've developed playing them games. So I would rather be in the Europa League than not. Honestly would, man. I meant put no European football. Okay, no problem. Yeah, but yeah, no, I would rather we're in it. You don't even have to play your full strength team until the knockout stage, which is in February. So it's not the end of the world. It's not like it overstretches your squad too much early on. Need Europa League for more YouTube videos. Yeah, serious. It helps the content, man. It's a Champions League ticket. Yeah, I would say it's easier to win the Europa League than it is to get top four in the Prem right now. Bellerin needs super malt. Yeah, he needs something. He needs to learn how to cross the ball, bro. Yes, Big C, who's the best player on the pitch for you? I would say Mane, Thiago, Salah. Yeah, one of them, really. If De Bruyne was on the pitch, I would have said him. I like Fabinho as well. It's a player I really wanted Arsenal to get. Sterling's up there as well. But yeah, one of those, to be fair. For just starting the 5th minute. Thoughts on the Europa Conference League? Yeah, I don't want to see that. Gundogan or Thiago for me, absolute baller. Absolute baller. It does look like Foden's playing through the middle in that false 9 role. Do you think Arsenal are favourites to win Europa? No, probably not. Probably not, to be honest. I mean, you got teams like Man United in there. Man United are probably the favourites. Wan-Bissaka, 60 mil for Arsenal. He isn't coming to Arsenal, man. He's very much a prominent figure in that Man United defence. Liverpool on the ball. Alisson back in the team. See, they're pressing. Man City are pressing hard here, man. Jeez. My Liverpool prediction may not be right. Sterling or Sancho? Gotta go Sterling, Sancho, technically, is better, he's tidier, but the production, man, look at the numbers that Sterling's getting, man. Sancho hasn't been great this season, and he hasn't done it in the Prem yet. So at this current moment, I'm taking Sterling, to be fair. Sancho's good to watch. He's technically more silky than that. But Sterling produces more, man. Look at the numbers Sterling's been getting. Bellerin is Zoolander in disguise. Honestly, Arsenal are... You ain't lying, bro. You're not lying. Imagine if you drew Villarreal if you got past Benfica, innit? And have to play against Unai Emery, the guy who's, one of the specialists in that competition. Henderson ball over the top, looking for Mane. No, straight through to the keeper. Sancho got 17 goals and 17 assists last season. Great stats, to be fair. Sancho's a baller, absolute baller. But you have to bear in mind, Sterling's been getting numbers for a minute. 3 goals, 7 assists this season. He's having a quiet season. Let's have a look at Sterling's stats. Sterling got 20 goals last season in the Premier League, man. Year before, 17 goals, 10 assists. Year before, 18 goals, 11 assists, man. He's been doing it. 7 goals, 4 assists this year. I put Sterling above Sancho, man. Shot. Zinchenko. Liverpool win it back. Is Thiago. I hope this isn't a boring 0-0. So I hope there's goals in it. This is a massive game between Liverpool and Man City. Very big game. Let's go. So I hope you are staying safe and doing well. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Hope you're all well out there. That experience and consistency cannot be denied when you mention Sterling. You can't deny it. Sancho's Bundesliga tax won't produce in the Prem. I think he would do well, but I don't think he would get them. I don't think he'd get them Raheem Sterling numbers in the Prem. Let's put it that way. I don't think he'd be getting 20 league goals. Sterling got 20 league goals last year for Manchester City, man. I don't see Sancho getting that. Can you put noodles on the green screen? You know what? I might do that for tomorrow's green screen, man. Indomie noodles. I might put them on the green screen tomorrow still. Indomie chicken noodles. I'm just finding a picture of 49 pence. Well, yeah, you can actually get them for 40 pence. Man wants sponsorship deals with them. Especially with Oli as his manager. Yeah, exactly. Can you read the Liverpool starting 11? Oh, forgive me, bro. I've taken it off. It was, hold on. Alisson, Trent, Fabinho, Henderson, Robertson, Curtis Jones, Wijnaldum, Thiago, Mane, Firmino, Salah. There you go. Why do you think Pep rates Zinchenko over Mendy? I think it's for the quality on the ball. Mendy has panic, when he's on the ball. He's shaky. Pep likes defenders who are calm on the ball. And, even when Delph was there, Delph was a centre midfielder playing there. Have you heard about Twanzebe got racially abused again? I haven't heard that, but with everything that's going on, it doesn't surprise me, man. It's disgusting. What did he do? I think he gave away the free kick. No excuse, man. No excuse. As we say all the time, until these social media companies change things, it won't change. Boring and frustrating week coming up. Yeah, man, I'm going to have to get creative on the channel this week. No game until next Sunday against Leeds, so we've got a week of no football. Obviously, there's FA Cup games this week, and we decided to throw that away. Curtis, have you seen the Michael Jordan documentary? Yeah, I've seen it. Great documentary, man. Yeah, brilliant. Greetings from Chicago. Going shopping in a minute. Going to see if Target have those noodles. Yeah, I actually feel like I want a pack. I want a pack of them noodles just to see why man loves them so much. Here come Liverpool. Oh, tackled. Salah was nearly in. Curtis, would you take back Wenger? Oh, man. Let's put it this way. I think Wenger would be doing better than what Arteta is doing right now with this squad. I genuinely believe he would have us higher than this. We'd certainly play better attacking football. So I wouldn't want Wenger back, really, but I think he'd be doing better than this. Kolasinac and Xhaka were world-class in the Bundesliga. I mean, I don't know about world-class, but they were in the team of the season over there. Hakimi would be the perfect right-back replacement for Bellerin, yeah. Curtis, you're going to watch the Super Bowl? I probably will. I usually end up not watching all of it because the game takes so long, don't it? Obviously, what is it? Kansas against Tampa. Would you take David Moyes? No, I wouldn't. No, I would not. But hey, he's doing better. He's doing better than what we're doing. Twanzabe's always doing it for Man U. He's not Man U quality. Yeah, well, that's a different argument if you don't think he's good enough. But racially abusing him, come on, man, it's unacceptable. Would you take Rafa Benitez? I'm not a big fan of Rafa. He's a good coach. His football's not very exciting, man. I want someone who, well, not these football's not very exciting because at times he has had good teams. I don't know. I just think Rafa's a bit out of touch with top level Premier League clubs at the moment. Thomas Noodles party, man. Yo, I'm telling you. Schalke have Kolasinac and Mustafi starting for them. What are they thinking? I mean, they're bottom of the league, so to them, it probably looks half decent. It's a good point, actually. Are they playing today or did they play yesterday? It'd be good to see if those guys started. Obviously, Kolasinac is on loan. He could end up back at Arsenal. They lost 3-0 yesterday to Leipzig. And Kolasinac and Mustafi played, actually. Kolasinac got booked. And they lost 3-0. No surprise. Leipzig slapped them up. Sabitzer scored. A player that I've said many times I would like Arsenal to go and sign in the summer. Could be available for 25 million. He's only got a year left on his contract this summer. You should do vlogging or react videos. Yeah, I wouldn't mind vlogging when Arsenal games start coming back. Robertson whips it in. Ederson takes it. Yeah, when we start, when fans can start going back to the games, then, I might start vlogging. Kolasinac actually been decent form for them. Ah, fair enough. Different team, different league, same old Mustafi. There you go. Not good enough. Would you take Eze? I like him. Good player. Depends on the price, though. Palace might try and rip us off with it now. Hakimi is a good right back, but he will not go to Arsenal. I mean, it depends who comes in for him, innit? That's the thing, really. Someone needs to check the whole squad's diet. Who knows? Might be the root of our problems. They might all be on the noodles, man. I'm telling you. Did you see the red card for Souček? Yeah, man. Mike Dean again, innit? Schalke went from playing Real Madrid in the Champions League to sitting on 8 points. They're a mess. They're not a small club in Germany either. I'm surprised, that they're probably going to get relegated. City on the attack here. Mahrez whips it in. Oh, it's cleared. No real good chances yet. Wijnaldum beasting through that midfield. He wins the free kick. Out of contract in the summer. Genie Wijnaldum. If we signed up on Meccano, Rob Holding wouldn't be there and there would be less mistakes. Eze for 25 mil. Yeah, I'd take him for that. Would Lingard get in our squad? Yeah, he would. He would, to be honest. Scholes or Gerrard? It's a horrible one, that. Do you know what? It was one of them. During the careers, I always would have said Gerrard. As I got older, it's like I understood what Scholes did more. You know what I mean? I could understand, now I kind of appreciate why he's so highly rated. Different players, man. Scholes was the dictator who ran the game. Gerrard was the end product, playing off the striker, banging goals in. Amazing that we couldn't do anything with both of them in the England squad, and Frank Lampard on top of it. Mahrez is what I want Pepe to be. They're different players, though, man. I think Pepe is more of a runner. And I think Pepe, we expect him to score more goals. Mahrez doesn't get huge numbers anymore, really. I know they're similar, left-footed, both play on the right, but I think Mahrez is a lot tidier. Gerrard or Lampard? Gerrard. See, they're both attacking players. I do think Gerrard is better than Lampard. Sol Campbell or Rio? I think Ferdinand. Oh, good play by City there. Out to Sterling. Sterling against Trent. Good tackle, Trent. I thought he was done there. Dixon or Lauren? I go Lauren. I thought he was better on the ball than Lee Dixon. Curtis, it's hard for me to get into other games like these, especially when we've lost, especially when we've lost. We need big personalities in the dressing room, not players who don't give a rat's arse, post to socials daily, talking about we didn't win, but we'll try harder. Bored of it. I'm telling you. Worst ever Arsenal signing. There's been so many, I couldn't even tell you. I think Mustafi's up there for the simple fact that the price tag paid £35 million for it. £35 million for a guy who can't defend. Mad. Absolute madness. Indomie. I'm going to have to look into these noodles, man. We need James Justin. He's doing well. Chris Tucker or Chris Rock. In films, I would say. I'm a Chris Tucker, man. Chris Tucker's too funny for me. I've got to go Chris Tucker, Who's been Arsenal's best signing and why? I mean, again, it's a hard one. We've had so many good ones as well. I loved Alexis Sanchez. Obviously, Henry, we bought him for 12 million. He's our best player probably to ever play for us. So, got to go Thierry Henry then, really, Anna. I feel no one cares if we lose anymore. All I see is we move. You know what? You're bang on. I'm sure even the Arsenal Twitter account puts that. We have to stick together. We move. Yeah, we're moving down the league, bro. You know them ones. Keegan Curtis says, Curtis, did you see that Saliba, his niece player of the month for January, yet we re-sign Holding? Oh, mate. Say no more, man. Say no more. Bro, I've had Senderos on the show before, man. Senderos is better than Mustafi, man. I'm telling you. Indomie noodles are really good. Might get you high cholesterol. Well, they better tell Thomas Partey to lay off him. Here's Mahrez. Ooh, doesn't get past Robertson there. Cancelo starting to play now. City, Mahrez whipped in. See, they haven't got the height in the box. New training kits will arrive soon, I'm sure, yeah. It wouldn't surprise you, would it? Arsenal to celebrate 10 defeats this season. We'll bring out our new number 10 training kit for just £70 for the T-shirt, It's crazy, bro. Arsenal, we move football club. Have you ever played with any professional footballers growing up? Yeah, I'm obviously from Nottingham. I had a few good friends who made it. Leon Best, David McGoldrick, Wes Morgan, Jermaine Pennant. A lot of good players from Nottingham who went on to make it. Most underrated footballer in the world at the moment. Most underrated footballer. What top footballer is there we don't really talk about who's like top level? It's a good question, man. All the players who are highly rated, I feel like they get the ratings that they kind of deserve, really. Like Neymar, Mbappe, Messi, Ronaldo, Lewandowski, Van Dijk. So yeah, Son's a good shout. He's a top player, top player as well. Yeah, that could be a good shout. That's a good Thomas Muller as well. Yeah, that's a good shout. Very good player. Vardy, yeah, Vardy's another one. Haaland for me, for some reason, I'm still not totally sure how good this guy is. City could be in it. Oh, tackle. I'm still not totally sure about Haaland, man. I don't know. Man. Let's look at the list of bad centre-halves. Stepanov, Schillaci, Silvestre, Senderos, Mustafi. I'd hold it. There's more, probably more. Callum Chambers ain't great, is he? You can have more. Marcus Thuram's decent. Ings, yeah, he's good. He's good. Salah, does he not get the respect? I don't know. I feel like Salah's highly rated, man. Haaland is overrated at the minute for me. I watch him. I think, yeah, you're a good player. Of course you are. But is he all that? They're talking about him going Real Madrid and teams like that. I'm like, I don't know. Senderos was decent. Joru was terrible. Senderos was all right. It's just Drogba, man. He used to terrorise him. Mings or Dunk. You know what? I was very impressed with Tyrone Mings yesterday. Very impressed. He just bullied Aubameyang, and we haven't scored against Villa in our last 3 games against them. Mbappe is just a speed merchant. Oh man, I can't agree with that. Man's an absolute baller, bruv. Bruno Fernandes, his goal was brilliant yesterday. Curtis, it hurts to watch this game. Liverpool and City are light years ahead of us, 0-0, and the game's very quality, very tactical. Yeah, I mean, we're a long way behind these two, definitely. Max Aarons or Lamptey, I would rather get Max Aarons. Lamptey's lack of height, and I'm still not sure defensively. How much would Mings cost? He wouldn't be cheap. I mean, I think they paid 20 million for him, so they're going to want more than that. I would say they want 35, 40 maybe. He's England international. West Ham tried to buy Tarkowski, from Burnley. And I think they rejected 30 million for him, And Mings is better than him. And Mings is, getting picked quite often for England as well. So I reckon he'd cost 35, 40 million. City are on the break here. Gundogan. He picks the wrong pass. We need Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's an Arsenal fan as well. He would be expensive though, man. I reckon he would cost 50 million. Everton have got dough. He's English. He's 23. I do rate Calvert-Lewin. I think he's really improved under Carlo Ancelotti. Pete or Pulisic? Pulisic is a very good player. He's injury prone though, man. Seems to get injured a lot in the Prem. I'll keep the faith with Pete, but Pulisic is a very good player. I'm not going to lie. I do like him. Would love Calvert-Lewin, yeah. Curtis, would you have played for Tottenham or never played football? Bro, I say this quite openly, bro. Having been involved in professional football, of course, I would have played for Tottenham. No. You cannot let the club you support affect who you would play for as a player. The two are totally disconnected. It's different if, like, Arsenal and Tottenham both came in for you and you had the choice to make. Then you can probably say, right, I want to go to the club I supported as a boy. Oh, Mane heads it over. Great chance. Should have scored. But if it's quite simple that Tottenham are in for you and Arsenal are not, you would play for them, bruv. It's a no-brainer. Would he even leave Everton? Calvert-Lewin. I think he would if we offered big money for him. As I said, he's a boyhood Arsenal fan as well. Good man, same. If I had the chance to play in the Prem, I'd take it. Everyone would take it. Believe me, man. We'd all take it. Rian said, Curtis, I told you about Watkins and you still tell me you won't take him. Big up, bro. Love the show. Do you know what it is? My point with Watkins costs 30 million for Aston Villa, right? He's English. He's gonna cost at least 40 million. They're going to want at least 10 million more, maybe more. They might even want 45 million for him. Would I pay 45 million for Ollie Watkins? I wouldn't. I do like him as a player. I think he's done well this season. But I wouldn't pay 40 million plus for him. I honestly wouldn't. I would not pay it for him. So you're right in the sense that he is good. And I knew he was good anyway. But I wouldn't pay what they would want for him. Do you think Arsenal would go for Ndidi? Again, he would cost big money, man. Why would Leicester let him go unless we paid big dough for him? He's a beast, though. Matt Doherty joined Tottenham. He is an Arsenal fan too. Bro, Darren Bent's a big Arsenal fan. He played for Tottenham. This stuff doesn't resonate with players, man. They're trying to build a career. You can't turn down big moves because you support a club. Reese said, Curtis, would you rather play for Arsenal and win the treble or play for Jamaica and win the World Cup? Oh, man, that's a hard question, man. I've got to go. Oh, geez, that is tough. I've got to go for the treble because I'm winning 3 trophies now. It's got to be the proper treble as well, by the way. It's got to be Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup. But obviously, I'd love to win the World Cup with Jamaica. But yeah, I would take the treble. Great question, though. Yo, C, do you think it would help or hurt the game if the Prem started getting younger, more diverse refs? I think it's just a case of get better refs. I don't care where they're from or how old they are. Just be better. I do think we need to freshen the refs up, man. Some of these refs are a bit stale and constantly making certain decisions with certain teams. So I would change up the refs, though, that's for sure. Big C, what do you think of Ivan Toney from Brentford? Doing well in the Prem, in the Championship, sorry. Would I take him at Arsenal? I'd have to see more of him first. Amal said Paul Merson was a Chelsea fan, John Terry a United fan, Henderson was a United fan. List goes on. I didn't know that. I honestly didn't know that John Terry and Henderson were United fans. I know Paul Merson is a Chelsea fan. There's been quite a few bad refs this season, but they're new refs this season, but they're no better. Yeah, you're right. Jamaica is disappointed. Apologies, man. I know. It would be great, obviously, man, but the treble, man, 3 trophies. It's a long season, so much enjoyment. Imagine how many games you would win to get there. To win a World Cup, you potentially win 5-6 games to win a World Cup. To win a title, a Champions League, an FA Cup. Imagine all them wins, all that enjoyment and joy, man. So that's why. John Terry's dad is a United fan. Yeah, I honestly didn't know that. Harry Kane was an Arsenal fan. I mean, he claims a Tottenham fan now. There are some players, though, that they support clubs, go and play for clubs, and they kind of, end up supporting them. I see Wayne Rooney puts his kids in Man United shirts and that sometimes, despite the fact he's a boyhood Everton fan. Curtis, take a look at Emerson, the right back at Real Betis, can be a shout. I haven't really seen him, bro. Did you see Jamaica as a weed shortage? I didn't know that. Curtis, how long would it take Arsenal to win a UEFA Champions League if we get it? I don't think we could win the Champions League with this owner unless he completely changed his mentality. Oh, what a ball. Oh, great header, Ruben Dias. Firmino! Oh, great save, Edison. It was straight at him. There was rumours Jamie Carragher had an Everton tattoo. Yeah, apparently he is a boyhood Everton fan, Jamie Carragher. I don't know about the tattoo, though. Both pure fantasy, yeah, for real. I mean, we're a long way off both. Jamaica winning a World Cup. We haven't even qualified for the World Cup since 98. And then Arsenal winning the Champions League. I mean, it's never happened. So, right, he never used to support Arsenal. I don't know about that. I don't know who he supported as a boy. City on the counter-attack. Oh, my days, Foden. Oh, good defending, Curtis Jones, man. Had to get that. You'd be remembered for decades if you won it with Jamaica. Yeah, it's true. We were unlucky in the 2006 Champions League and 2000 UEFA Cup. I mean, the Champions League final, I always say, Henry, you're my favourite Arsenal player ever, but he missed a one-on-one with Valdez. Scores that goal, we win the Champions League, in my opinion. So, but yeah, Samuel Eto'o was offside, but no VAR. VAR probably would have still give it anyway. Wasn't Tony Adams' family West Ham fans? Oh, okay, there you go. 06 final was the most painful game ever. Pure pain. Curtis, why do refs always have to put on a show in the Premier League? They want to act when they give calls. Yeah, I mean, they act like they are, these big, they want to be stars now, refs, I think. They know they can get headlines in the newspapers and that. Here come Liverpool. Trent whips it in. Ooh, headed up in the air by Diaz. And Edison claims it. Still no goal yet, man. Iniesta was a Real fan. I mean, is that true? I honestly never heard that one. Silva or Diaz? What, Thiago Silva or Ruben Diaz? Thiago Silva's been very good this season, but I think this Diaz has been superb, man. Really been impressed with him. And he's still young. Apologies, man. I know the Chelsea fans. I need to find a picture with all 6. I couldn't find one with Chelsea and with all the new kits. See how Liverpool play with tempo, fast transition. Well, we know that's something Arsenal are lacking. Ball whipped in by Robertson. Oof. We need to start interviewing refs after games to explain decisions. I don't think they'll ever do that because it would just cause too much criticism, and the questions would be too awkward. And no, I don't think they'll ever do that. I can't see refs ever being interviewed, man. They do their job on the pitch. They're not there to start talking to the press and explaining decisions. I know a lot of fans would like it, but I don't think they would ever do it. Raul was an Atletico fan. See, I didn't know half of this stuff. Hopefully, it's all true, of course. Will we sign Odegaard on a permanent? That is a long way to go, man. He's got to do the business first. Chelsea isn't invited. That's harsh, man. 81%, 19% possession for Liverpool the last 5 minutes. Who should replace Arteta? It's a tricky one, isn't it? Corner to Liverpool. Robertson whips it in, headed away. I like Antonio Conte, but obviously he's at Inter. Allegri's out of work, but I'm not totally convinced by Allegri for some reason. Rafa's out of work. Again, I'm not totally sure about Rafa. I think we missed out on Poch. But I don't think there are many great options out there. David Bentley had about 10 clubs he supported as a kid. Yeah, I remember Robbie Keane as well. Every club he went to, he's like, yeah, I supported them as a kid. Boyhood Liverpool, boyhood Tottenham, boyhood Celtic. Every team was his boyhood club, Curtis, put a timer on, would help sync with the stream. I know, apologies, people. As I said, I had someone doing it, and he's took weeks to do it, and he's having some difficulties getting it done. But there we go. Antonio Conte will sign players over 30. Beware, he'll leave you with an aging squad. Good manager, though. I like Conte, man. I think he's a good player. London is blue from a United fan. Well, Manchester's blue from an Arsenal fan. It works two ways, bro. If Leicester don't finish in the top four, we sign Brendan Rodgers. I would like that. Foden or Saka. I've said this before. I think Foden technically is silkier, but I just think Saka this season, I think he's Young Player of the Year this season, to be honest. Chelsea is a gas club, Manchester City oil club. They got dough, though, and it's worked for them, They should cancel Willian's contract ASAP. Bro, do you know how many millions that will cost? Scully for a manager, yeah, for real. Bro, I was an AFTVFC boyhood fan. Dear me. Everyone's boyhood fans, innit? Curtis, the Seville manager, Lopetegui, plays good football. We should look at it. Is he the guy who got sacked by Spain? Remember when Lineker signed for Japanese team, his press conference was hilarious, as he said, the Japanese team he supported as a boy. It's mad, isn't it? Arteta is basically Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who learnt from Pep. Ah, dear. Free kick to City. It's a very, very tight game, man. Very tactical. Bro, I'd take Mike Bassett. I'd take Mike Bassett, man, over Arteta. This week, Arsenal will be playing 4-4-2 or sort of, innit? That's what he says. Mike Bassett. Great film. Were you a fan of Thomas Rositzky? I thought he was good. What do you make of his time? He had so much talent, man. The injuries stopped him. He was a really good player. Arteta fan TV, I'm telling you, man. I told Robbie this as well, Said, yo, man, Arteta must have dropped shares in the... Oh, Sterling penalty! Raheem Sterling wins a penalty for City. Great footwork. Jeez, that was some sharp footwork. It's funny, every time Sterling plays against Liverpool, he gets abused. Cuts inside Trent. Thiago does... Woo! I mean, it's a sticky one. He goes past Trent. He doesn't want to touch him. Drops the step over. Nah, it's a penalty for me. I think Fabinho sticks his back leg out. Penalty, Raheem Sterling. Now, who's going to take it? Who takes penalties for him? Is it Gundogan, I think, who takes them? Raheem Sterling, man. Jeez, great footwork. He would have enjoyed that. Usually Anfield, you know, he gets a lot of abuse there. Yeah, the trailing leg, sorry. And do you think that's a dive? I think it's a pen, man. Once you leave that leg hanging out, that he's got the choice to go over that leg. Gundogan with a penalty. He's missed it. Oh my days, he's put it high and wide. Absolutely awful penalty. Oh my days, Pep must be doing his head in. That's one of the worst penalties I've ever seen. Oh my days. When I say missed, I mean missed. Oh wow, that's a horrendous penalty. Tried to whip it. Alisson's gone the right way. It's high, it's wide. Rose Ed, bruv. Rose Ed. I remember was it a year or so ago, Man City? Riyad Mahrez missed a penalty late on as well. Awful. Curtis, best penalty taker for you ever see. I think Shearer was a great penalty taker, you know. He didn't miss many. Totti, you've said, yeah, he was good. Wow, what a terrible penalty that was from Gundogan. Rose Ed business, man. I told you, City at Anfield are not the same team. Here come Liverpool. Robertson. Ooh, Salah, and it's cleared. De Bruyne, Mahrez will be proud of it. That was an awful penalty. Yeah, Zidane, man, chipped the penalty in the World Cup final, man, against Buffon. You can't talk to him. Beast. The ball, it just came through my kitchen window in Kentucky. Oh, dear. Awful. Oh, it's an awful penalty. Absolutely. He's leaning back, man. Fat Joe, lean back. It's gone for the top corner. Right in the top corner he's going for. Awful. Everybody sit down. Nobody speak. Oh, dear. Pep Guardiola, man, on the Amazon figure. Dear me. That ball just got sent to where Odegaard's landed. Big up Justa with the super chat, man. That was a terrible penalty, bro. Awful penalty. Prime Totti or Rui Costa. Ooh, I was a big fan of Totti. I'm not going to lie. I like Rui Costa as well. I'll go for Totti. He's one of my favourite Italian players ever. I do like Rui Costa, though, as well. Gundogan's still class, he is, but they need someone to take penalties, man. City, they've always seemed to have a problem with penalties. Aguero used to take them. Then he missed a couple. De Bruyne, he's missed some as well. You know, Mahrez has missed them. It's mad. This is 0-0 stamped all over it. I hope not. I want to see a few goals, man. Gundogan, you dirty little... I need to get him on this week as well, by the way. Definitely got to get him on this week. The legend judges, man. He's due a show this week. I'm messaging him right now. Let's get judges back on. Imagine Abu Diaby without injuries. He would have been a beast. Maitland-Niles is the best penalty taker. He's a great penalty taker, man. I mean, he hasn't taken enough penalties, though, you know, to be considered. But the ones he has taken, he's took them well. I'm picturing you raging if Arsenal took a penalty. I'd be losing my head, bro. Serious. Tell us about penalty analysis, bro. Will you aim for the keeper or placement? I just try generally and whip it into the corners. As I've got older, I try and put a little bit of height on it as well. I was always very good at penalties, I'm not going to lie. At the levels I played, I was often a penalty taker. What a ball. Robertson whips it in. Ooh, cleared away. Liverpool putting them under pressure now. Lacazette is a good penalty taker, to be fair. I loved your interaction with Ransom Bants. Have you done a collaboration with him on your channel? No, I haven't brought him on here yet. He was on, obviously. He came on the Talk is Cheap show, but no, I haven't done a show with him yet. Hopefully get him on here soon. I do talk to him sometimes. I'm a big up Rants. Judge's AFTV interview this week was fire. He's fed up and rightly so. Of course, absolutely, man. How can you not be? Prime Nedved or Prime Perez? I mean, Nedved, didn't he win European Player of the Year or Ballon d'Or? I did love Perez at Arsenal, but I don't know. If Nedved won Ballon d'Or or European Player of the Year, you would say he's probably above Perez. But I loved Perez, obviously, as an Arsenal fan. Since Aubameyang's miss at Wembley, his penalties have been top, yeah. But that was painful. I was there that day, bruv. Last minute, I thought it was game over. Lee Judge's AFT interview was filed. Yeah, he was gritting teeth, mate, grinding his teeth. Lee Judge is funny. He's a top man. Dude, the pressure from taking pens always got to me. That's why I was a defender. Listen, I know a lot of football fans, they think penalties are easy. They are pressure situations. I'm telling you, I've taken penalties in shootouts before where, you know, you get up there, the goal looks smaller, you know, the goalkeeper starts to look massive. You know, it's not as easy as it looks, man. It's the pressure more than the actual what you've got to do in sense is just score a shot from 12 yards. Did you see Saeed and Rant's fist bump yesterday? No, I never seen it. Big up them two, though. I know they was vexed yesterday with United throwing it away. I wasn't at the final in 2006, you know. I did look at the tickets, but they were too expensive, man. You're looking at £1,000 for a ticket. Wow. Mane gets fouled. I think it's a free kick right on the edge of the box. Could have even been a penalty. It's right on the edge. Nedved Ballon d'Or 2003. Yeah, it was. Free kick to Liverpool right on the edge. Salah is overrated. Ah, man, he's not. He's not the most technically gifted player. You know, he's not the most pleasing on the eye. But the guy's numbers don't lie, man. The guy's numbers do not lie. He scores mad goals. Reginald said, I've noticed that the big thing about Arsenal is a lack of mental focus for the whole match. It hurts us. It does. It does. Sterling or Mane? I would go Mane just. I like Sterling. I think Mane is just so difficult to handle. You know, he's so unpredictable. Salah is a good athlete, but Alexis and Hazard are technically better. Yeah, definitely, technically. How are you doing, Curtis? All good, man. All good. You know, Curtis, in the previous stream today, you were talking about how Arsenal fans always want the big signings, but would you rate the Championship for players? I wouldn't mind taking the odd one. I wouldn't want us to do all our business there or the majority of our business, but, you know, I think you can pick up players from the Championship. And there are good players there, man. Free kick. Thiago. Oh, it's blocked. It's a corner. I mean, you look, Grealish was in the Championship. You know, I know he got promoted with Villa, but no one signed him. Well, I know Tottenham tried to sign him. Maddison came from the Championship. Watkins. Vardy. You know, Vardy was even lower. He was in the Conference. So I think we should look. You've got to look all over the place now for players. Corner to Liverpool, whipped in. Header by Mane. Straight at Ederson. City should sign Hazard. He's not the player he once was, but he's great at penalties. He's not having a great time at Real Madrid, is he? We should get Glenn Murray in. I heard he scored 2 for Forest yesterday. I think he's about 37. Still banging goals in. Who's been the best Premier League player so far this season? I don't think there's any one that just stands out over everyone. I mean, Bruno Fernandes has been good, but a lot of big games he hasn't turned up in. I think Ruben Diaz has been fantastic for Man City. 13 goals conceded. De Bruyne was playing really well until he got injured as well. Grealish had a good season, you know. I don't think there's a standout player at the moment that's been like the best player in the league. I think there's been a few. So them ones I just named. What do you think is the best Premier League defender so far? I think this season that Ruben Diaz has been the best defender. Honestly, he's been rock solid for City. Every time I've watched him, it's been quality. He's strong, wins his headers. Certainly not Rob Balding. No, it's not him. Curtis, it's going to take 5 transfer windows before we look like these two teams. Yeah, you hope. You know, that's if we spend properly. But then at the same time, them 5 transfer windows, they're going to spend as well. So they might get further away from us. Son when Kane is healthy. Yeah, he seems to only perform when Kane's link-up play is there around him. Gabriel. No, I think this Ruben Diaz has been better than him. But you heard the Fredo and Dave track. Yeah, man. What's it called? Money. It's about money, innit? Money Talks or something. I was listening to it the other day. Good tune, man. Dave's a beast. Thoughts on St. Maximum? He's an absolute live wire. I would take him, but I think he'd cost a lot of money. He'd be a great option to have, you know. I wish we'd have signed him from France when Newcastle paid like 20 million for him. He's just so quick, you know. See him yesterday, man. Joe Willock scored for Newcastle yesterday at half time in the game, by the way. Game, not a lot has happened outside of the penalty. Not a lot of teams looked at St. Maximum. I don't know why, because I always knew about his pace. But nobody went for it, apart from Newcastle. I would have took him. I would have definitely taken him. When you think he cost £20 million, he's probably worth 50 odd now. Great link up with Joe Willock yesterday as well. It's mad. You see a player in a different kit and they look totally different, you know, totally different. I looked at Joe Willock in the Newcastle shirt and I thought, you just look a better player for some reason. I don't know why. When he scored, I was like, yo, can we recall Joe Willock? You know what I mean? Sports Genius, I would take Joe Willock. It's mad, isn't it? A man can be at Arsenal, not doing nothing, not playing well. They go in another team that's got a bit of belief, bit of confidence, bit of freedom. You know, I watched Newcastle yesterday. They play with freedom, you know. Callum Wilson, good Premier League striker, man. Good signing. Almiron, decent little number 10. You got St. Maximum, who's proper lively, man. You know. And then you got Joe Willock attacking mid. He looked like he enjoyed himself. St. Maximum, proper entertaining footballer, street baller. He is a street baller, 100%. Cage footballer, fam. Big up Broads in here. Check out his channel, people. Said, I like St. Maximum, but slyly like a Pepe. But at least he actually runs. You know, Pepe's too stop-start, like, you know. Always stuttering, man. Although he has been better the last month, to be honest. I let him off. Curtis, be honest with me. What do you think about the game yesterday? Based the last game, you think, Arteta out of his depth. Be honest. What is the last game? What's that? I'm trying to work out what you're saying to me. I thought yesterday was poor. Thought the refs didn't help. VAR, we should have got a penalty. But again, we didn't do enough to win the game. And I don't think the manager. I did a show earlier. Go and check that stream out if you haven't already. As I said, you know, we can talk about Man United, Man City, Liverpool, teams like that and say we haven't got as good a team as them and that's why we're not up there. Cool. But you can't excuse West Ham, Aston Villa, Everton being, you know, above us in the table. Villa nearly got relegated last season. West Ham were struggling last year. David Moyes and as manager and Craig Dawson at centre-back who got relegated from Watford and Lingard, a player that Arsenal fans wouldn't have wanted, and Fabianski in goal. You know, we've got a better team than West Ham. So it shows that the manager is not getting the best out of this team. And it's as simple as that, in my opinion. I do think he's out of his depth. But hey, that's where we are. Grealish or Maddison? I do like both players, you know. I slightly like Grealish more because he can dribble. He can kind of play off the wing and play in the number 10. But I do like Maddison. But yeah, just I would go for Grealish. Big up, bro. Big C. Smash like and subscribe. Respect, bro. Let me know if you're streaming. Let me. I'll promote that for you, bro. Let's put it in the comments. Based on the whole season, Arteta is out of his depth. I mean, look, this season, a lot of people are saying now, right, he needs next season. Sometimes you can come into a club, like he came in halfway through last season. So the attitude people have got this season, I had that last season. I was saying, you know what? It's a bit of a free hit for you this year in the league because you've come in halfway through the season. The club's in a bit of a mess. You're not going to have a big transfer window. You can only do what you can do. And we finished 8th, which was a poor season. But he tried to pick up the pieces, the manager. He had a transfer window. He signed, 4 players, and Ceballos came back on loan, so that's 5. He brought 2 in January when he first joined, so that's 7. That was Cedric and Pablo Mari. He got 2 in this window as well, Matt Ryan and Odegaard. So he's brought in 9 players. So now I look at it and I think a lot of these players are your players. So this season, I feel like he can be judged, and I think he's falling massively under the level that we should be expecting. And I believe, I believe that we should be doing better. And I think his only saving grace can he win that Europa League? That's the only one. Thank you for the comment. Says big up from Kosovo. We love you here. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate everyone tuning in wherever you are in the world. Pablo Mari and Rob Holding's our best defensive pairing. Why can't we get them back together? I mean, I think Pablo Mari is back in training. I'm not sure. Was he on the bench yesterday, Pablo Mari? Was he on the bench? I think he might have been, actually. He was. Yeah, he was back on the bench yesterday. So let's see if they get him back in. But listen, Gabriel's our most expensive centre-back. They're going to want to get Gabriel. Maybe we go Gabriel and Pablo Mari because, let's be honest, long-term, I don't think that Rob Holding should be in Arsenal's team. I know he's picked up form, but long-term, he would not be in the Arsenal team for me. He's squad fodder, as I say. Jay Muller says, big up Curtis, love the show from Mexico. Thank you very much. If Arteta embarrasses us in Europa League round 32 again, should he get sacked after that, or will you give him the whole season? I'd get rid of him. I would get rid of him. Honestly, you can't go out 2 years in a row in the round of 32, be mid-table in the Prem and be out both domestic cups. It's as simple as that. You've got to demand more than that. Walter says, Curtis, it was good you had Dwight York on your channel. Yeah, I really enjoyed that, man. Big up Dwight York. Legend of football, man. Premier League legend. Big C, Curtis, bro, how do you deal with all these losses for real? Getting hard to do this every week. It's normal now. It's normal. I expect us to drop points. I'm not surprised when we drop points. If he will lose to Benfica, I mean, what do you think? Benfica are struggling. They're 4th in the table, I believe, in Portugal. They're not having a good season. So we need to be beating them, man. Arteta fans won't want him sacked even if we lose in the Europa League. They won't. They'll say he needs another window and he needs next season. We're stuck with him, man. We're stuck with him, to be honest. Big C, we need Andre the Giant. Man like Dan Burn is a proper Tierney backup. That Dan Burn he's difficult to watch, bro. He's too tall to be a fullback. Surely he's got to play at centre-back. What is he, 6'5", 6'7"? Curtis, what did I tell you about February? Yo, man, no lies, man. February is brutal. I think it could get worse for Arsenal as well. Leeds, Manchester City and Leicester. Next 3 games. R9 is my favourite footballer ever. But CR7's had, the consistency is ridiculous. But I'm R9 all the way, man. Would you prefer Holding or Maguire? Maguire's far better than Holding. Far better. I see movement in the right direction. This season is a shambles, but not just for Arsenal. Everything is going to be okay. No one is near Man City and Liverpool. Just see the current game. But the thing is, you say that, bro. But Manchester United are above Liverpool. Leicester City are above Liverpool. So you can't say no one's near these 2 teams because there's 2 teams sandwiched in between them. So why could that not have been Arsenal if Leicester are there? Or West Ham are 2 points behind this Liverpool team. Why could we not be there 2 points behind them, But hey, it is what it is. Curtis, can you talk sense to Terry on Claude's channel? He has Thai-level delusion. Do you know what? I need to get back to him. He's been reaching out to me, man, to do a show. I need to speak. I know he's a big Arteta fan, I believe. Alan said, I wish the rest of us who live our lives outside of the wealth and luxury of an Arsenal paycheck were held to the same levels of standard as Mikel Arteta, life would be so easy. Bro, you're spot on with that comment. The majority of us are in jobs where we're not getting £6 million a season like Mikel Arteta. And look at the actual pressure on him. It's like, oh, don't worry, have another year to sort it out. People get sacked in regular jobs for not turning things around after a year. But it is what it is, man. People are saying Arteta out, and I agree, but I think Edu should go too. He looks out of his depth. You need a director of football who is ruthless and makes logical decisions with contracts and bringing players in. I think the problem is January was Edu's first window in full control because he was working next to Raul Sanelli. So we don't know what transfers he did and didn't do. And in January, Edu had a good window. Under them circumstances, he binned Socrates, Mustafi, Mesut Ozil, and Kolasinac in one window. He got Odegaard and Matt Ryan on loan. So at this stage, it's hard to say get Edu out because he needs time to prove himself. The summer transfer window will be a big time to make a judgment on Edu. Scouse Mike said, sick of the Arteta cult following. He could wipe his backside with an Arsenal shirt, and some fans would say it's all the players' fault. Oh, dear. Thank you for the super chat. Your mama said, best pairing is Gabriel with Luiz or Mari. He and Holding both need a leader playing alongside them, and their communication is horrible. I agree with that. Gabriel and Rob Holding is not the partnership. You need that leader in there. You need someone who's calm, who can talk. I think we should try Gabriel and Pablo Mari. I know they're both left-footed, and it's not ideal. David Luiz, I think, needs to be moved on. Rob Holding is squad fodder for me. And, I think it's time to try Gabriel with Pablo Mari. Omar said, Mari is our best centre-back, believe it or not. He's not far off, let's be honest. He's not far off. MB said, Curtis, I stay away from all that Arteta stuff. Don't have any personal allegiance toward him. So I don't care about that. What I do care about is Arsenal FC as the team are bigger than any individual. And I agree with that. I have no specific kind of feeling about the manager one way or another. If you're doing well, cool. If you're doing bad, I'm going to ask questions. It's as simple as that. Let's have a look. Spencer Curtis sent a few DMs saying thanks for the content. Going to start commenting now a bit. Hate the way Arteta makes it a fashion show too. Keep it up, bro. I think that comes from the club. New training kit every minute. Where do you think we'll finish this season? I think 8th, maybe the same as last season. But, he hasn't got that FA Cup win now to back him up unless he can scrape that Europa League. I told you, if he pulls that Europa League out the bag, I will do a show. I will do a show apologising to Mikel Arteta and saying, you've turned it around, you've proved us all wrong. But if that doesn't happen, my energy is going to be the same. This ain't good enough. We're Arsenal Football Club, people. We're 10th. We're 10th, people. 10th. Out of both domestic cups. Our whole attack has been disjointed this season. Issa Musa said, great comment. Don't care who the manager is as long as Arsenal are progressing. Simple as that. Simple as that. I agree. Hector Bellerin is not a footballer. No, that is something I agree with. Curtis, Rob Holding and Pablo Mari. Would you play them two as a centre-back? Arteta in show. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what I'll call it. If he wins that Europa League. You know what I mean? Curtis, the league is over. I would just rest players in the league and focus on Europa. I think when them Europa League games turn up against Benfica, we play Manchester City in the middle of those two Benfica games. I would rest players for that City game. Even though we could take a battering against City with a weaker team, I would genuinely rest 3 or 4 players. Let's be honest, Curtis, Arteta can't win the Europa League, especially Bellerin and Aubameyang in there. Stranger things have happened, but it's not looking likely. Curtis, have you been watching Hector Bellerin Unseen Journey? I definitely have not, my friend. No interest in watching that. Clayton said the squad has progressed. Major transition results were never going to be great. The thing is, how long is the transition going to take? Are there any guarantees, or is it likely that Arsenal will get top 4 next season? It's not. Unless we have a very big transfer window. And on top of that, is the manager getting the best out of the players that we're signing, and bringing in? Thomas Partey is now injury prone all of a sudden. I'm not blaming the manager for that. You've got Willian, who's having an absolute shocker of a season. Gabriel, now he's not playing him. So the 3 signings you've made have made no difference at this stage. Partey, as I said, is an injury that's out of his hands. Gabriel was making a difference, but now he can't get in the team. Although he started yesterday, but it was enforced. So your signings have to make an impact on the team. But let's see. Curtis, on a serious one, an Arteta in show would be good. Do your best to try and justify why he's in the job and see what people say. Guarantee you can't think of 4 good reasons for him to stay. Oh man, it would be that would be a good idea actually to do. I could do a show like why we should get rid of him and why we should keep him. Like, do reasons we should keep him, reasons we should get rid of him, kind of thing. That I'm sorry to Arsenal fans for wanting Mourinho show, bro. Right now, you're not getting that apology out of me. I said this even midweek when they lost. You ain't getting that apology. I said, Arsenal fans, start hyping up when we go above them in the table. Until that point, you ain't going to get that kind of talk from me. I don't mind football banter. Of course, we're going to banter our rivals when they lose. But, they're 5 points clear of us with a game in hand. We're in no position to be hammering Mourinho. Prime Fabregas or Prime Wilshere. Fab by miles, bro. Fabregas was a joke. Absolute joke of a footballer. Incredible. Mane could be in here. Spins Cancelo. They got players back quickest. Salah. Oh, didn't quite get there. Yeah, Fabregas better than Wilshere. Hey, big up Franny Green. Thank you for coming on yesterday, bro. At the end of the stream yesterday, Franny Green came on and Laurie came on from AFTV. We had a little review of the game at the end. Go and check out his channel. He said, yes, everyone, what's popping? I'm late to the party tonight. Curtis, why is no one talking about how slow Partey makes us keep the ball for too long? Interesting. I haven't heard many people saying that. How can people laugh at a team that's above us? There you go. It don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Jose will definitely win a cup, as far says. And maybe will they beat Man City in the Carabao Cup final? Will he win the Europa League or the FA Cup? Bellerin is the type of guy who says, without me, when the lads in the dressing room say they're off for a shower. What a comment. Cancelo, best right back in the league. Thoughts, Curtis? Big up. He's improved. This season, I've rated him. I wasn't sure about him at the start. He's up there. He's definitely up there. Trent's had a bit of a shaky season defensively as well, man. Robbie hating Mourinho, saying he will never go for him. Park the bus tactics, but see where Arteta keeps us in the table. I told you, man. Arteta fan TV. I think Arteta's got shares in the show, man. In the channel. Smash the likes, people. Big up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. As I said, as you already know, daily uploads, 2 p.m. most days, live watch-alongs, reviews and previews. Any of the big 6 playing against each other and all the Arsenal games. I may even do European games as well when, obviously, we've got Champions League and Europa League coming back in the next, I think it's not this week, coming the week after. Maybe Robbie works for Kroenke. Yeah, maybe. Dropped him a check, man, Curtis, I don't care if Mourinho gets sacked. Arteta can't never be compared to Mourinho. Not even close, is he? Manchester City attacking here. Sterling against Trent. And he's offside. Wow, it's poor. I don't see us in Europe next season. I mean, I think it's top 6 this year getting Europe, unless a team in the top 6 wins the FA Cup. Sometimes it goes to 7th place. Will we finish top 7? I'm not sure. And will we win the Europa League? I think that's even more unlikely. So Arteta fan TV, Arteta in still, bro, but times are tough. Yeah, listen, I don't mind. As I say, opinions are opinions. We're not always going to agree on everything. Foden finds Sterling. He goes past Trent with ease. Foden, what a save. Gundogan scores 1-0 to Manchester City. He makes up for the missed penalty, and that is a big goal for them. Wow, Liverpool could be done. Gundogan. Good play by City, man. Foden finds Raheem Sterling, skips by Trent, ball into Foden. Foden shoots. Good save by Alisson with his left hand, and Gundogan puts it in. Good play by Sterling. Great ball. Foden, and he scores from about 4 yards out. Rebound. Good move, and the defending is not there, man. There's just no one reacting. Gundogan's unmarked. Robertson was so close to getting it. Gundogan will be the most relieved man in the stadium. Missed the penalty, and he scores the goal. 1-0 to Manchester City. That would definitely look like Liverpool out of the title race. Gundogan slapped it right back in our face. I'm telling you, I was hammering him earlier as well. Kroenke fan TV, how Kroenke keep getting avoided after 2 managers out. No, listen, I was talking about Kroenke today as well. This could be 3 defeats at home in a row for Liverpool. Trent has been targeted all game. I don't think he should start at the Euros. I'd rather play James Justin. Defensively, this season, Trent has been exposed, absolutely exposed. Sterling's just skipping by him. And you can see he's afraid to put the tackle in because he's scared of giving away the penalty. He's ripping him apart today. Sterling's so sharp. He's got to be one of the best dribblers in tight areas in the league. Curtis, will Saka win Player of the Month? Let's hope. Let's hope all the Arsenal fans, especially, vote him. Klopp out, I'm hearing. Geez, surely Liverpool are not saying that. Maybe Trent should be a winger or something. He was naturally a centre midfielder, when he was originally there. They said he was like a new Steven Gerrard. Sack Klopp and swap for Arteta, we'd all take that. FTV actually defend Kroenke, so maybe he does have shares. Foden whips it in. What a ball. Oh, my days. Just in front of Sterling. He was nearly in. Alexander-Arnold's been poor all season. He's getting dealt with today, that's for certain. Hope Klopp gets sacked. I will take him at Arsenal. We all would. We all would, my friend. Kyle Walker at right back in the Euros. I don't think Kyle Walker. England have got loads of options at right back. James Justin, Wan-Bissaka, Trent Alexander. You got Trippier. You got Kyle Walker. Although I wouldn't go anywhere near Trippier. I don't rate him at all. And in fact, he got done for betting, didn't he? I think Wan-Bissaka defensively is better than Trent. Trent's way better on the ball, obviously. Who do you rate more, Klopp or Pep? I'm a Pep fan, to be honest. Don't get me wrong. I rate Klopp's achievements at Liverpool ridiculously highly because Pep hasn't been able to win the Champions League outside of that Barca team with Messi. So in that sense, you could say Klopp, because he's done it with less money and things like that. But I love the way Man City play. I love the way Pep tries to set you up as a team. I would rather play in that Man City system than the Liverpool one. That Liverpool one is like rock and roll football, man. It takes so much out of you. And I'm not surprised that after a couple of years, their players have started to get injuries galore because the demand of that system is so high. So I'm still slightly Pep, man. I like Pep's playing style. As you said there, real captain, Pep's playing style is better. Klopp's a top manager. Don't get me wrong. Top manager. But I just love Pep. I like his personality as well, If Pep wins the Champions League without Lionel, that's what he needs to do. He does need to do that. The amount of money he's spent, he needs to give Champions League. He needs to give a Champions League trophy to Man City after spending all that. Klopp has got great man management skills. But I just love Pep as the coach, and I watched that documentary and the way he talks and a lot of things I've heard about him. Just that I would love to play for Pep. Pep at Barca is top class. Willock going to take Newcastle above Arsenal. Yeah. Listen, no one would be surprised if he goes to Newcastle and bangs in goals, I think the thing is, though, you're saying look at Klopp's trophy cabinet, look at Pep's. I don't necessarily judge it like that, man. Klopp was at, even though I do think Pep's better, Klopp was at Dortmund. It's hard for Dortmund to win much. He won the league, we know that Bayern Munich are far better. They were signing their best players, Lewandowski and that off them. But to come to England, win the Champions League, win the Premier League with Liverpool, I think deserves huge credit. And he got to a Champions League final as well. Look at the players, what he buys and the cost of them compared to Man City. Man City have got £50 million left back on the bench in Mendy. £30 million striker in Jesus. That Laporte on the bench, £60 million centre back. The spending power of Pep is far greater. I just love Pep's playing style more. If I was a player, I would rather play for Pep in that type of system than Klopp. That Klopp style is so demanding physically as well. But I do love his passion. Pep or Mourinho? Yeah, Pep for me. I think Pep's the best manager in the world. I gotta be honest. I think he's the best coach. Mourinho's not at his prime now either. Let's be honest. He's still a good manager in my opinion. And I would have taken him, of course. I say that. I would have taken Ancelotti as well, who again is probably past his best, but still good player. Trent whips it in. It's a corner to Liverpool. Yeah, Mendy at Monaco looked a real top left back, but hasn't looked great. He looks panicky on the ball, man. Pep is unique as well, being a top player and manager. His understanding of the game is just ridiculous. It's so good. Oil money is the important thing for City. You can't blame them, man. I don't blame them for doing that. How are they going to catch teams without doing that? Whipped in by Robertson, cleared away. Pep won back-to-back Premier League titles. Yeah, Centurions as well. What did he win? The domestic treble, didn't he, as well? He's done great things in the Prem. It's time for Arsenal to bring Fergie out of retirement. Can you imagine that? Would you take Zidane? I don't think I'd be overly... It's hard to tell with Zidane because he's achieved great things at Real Madrid, but you achieved them with prime Ronaldo, prime Modric, prime Ramos, Varane. It's like, are you actually that good a coach, or have you just benefited from such a great team? But since Ronaldo's gone and he's gone back to Madrid, they're all over the place. So he wouldn't be at the top of my list. I'm not going to lie. Mob Squad, Real Madrid said, don't take Zidane, please. Ain't there rumours that Zidane is leaving in the summer anyway? The game is missing a Brian Clough. He was the best manager ever. He was a great manager, Clough. Is he the best ever? Maybe. He's up there. He won 2 European Cups for Nottingham Forest, but different times, innit? Different times now. The game's so different. Right now, Zidane is crap. He's not using players well. Doesn't seem to be. Hazard's been a massive flop. Oh, Curtis Jones. Oh, puts it wide. What a chance. I think it's a corner. I thought he'd scored there. Just goes to bend it in that far corner. What a ball by Trent. 60-yard diag into Curtis Jones. Heavy touch where gets away with it. Tries to bend it in the corner. I think it's got a deflection. And gone out for a corner. How did you feel when Alexis flopped? I can't say I was too disappointed. Let's put it that way. Corner to Liverpool, headed away. Yeah, I wasn't that disappointed. When he went to Man United, I was like, nah. When he was going Man City, I was like, I can't be mad at that. They've got Pep. You're going to win trophies. But then when he goes United, and it's like, what? Like, you've just gone there for the money. You didn't win one trophy there. So, yeah, I wasn't disappointed that he flopped. Zidane only managed Real, not proven in my opinion. Listen, though, don't forget, we've got a manager who never managed. You know what I'm trying to say? We're saying we don't want Zidane, what did Zidane win? 2 Champions Leagues? Maybe 3? Now, I know we don't. The problem is we don't know how good Zidane is, but I would have rather taken that risk than the Arteta risk. Zidane is a huge footballer, one of the best ever. As you say, Zidane will command huge respect, massive respect in the dressing room. And he has won Champions Leagues and he's worked with elite footballers. So we're saying he hasn't, managed anywhere else. Arteta hadn't managed anywhere. So he's still one step ahead of him, but I'm just not sure. Could he work with our players, man? You want Liverpool to win, says Adam. 30 minutes to go, still time. Curtis Arteta was Pep's assistant as Man City. How do we see no playing style at Arsenal? It's not the same, is it? Assistant manager and manager is totally different. Assistant, you are relying on him, really. You're only there when he needs you. When you're the manager, you're the main man. It's on your shoulders. Also, you don't have the same level of footballers, man. Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling, Aguero. You're dealing with Xhaka, Hector Bellerin, Lacazette, and El Neni. It's not quite the same. So it's not easy. But I agree, he should have more of a playing style than he's got. Zidane managing Prime Ramos to hold in. Zidane managing Cristiano Ronaldo and players like that, and then coming to our players, man. Graham Potter would be an improvement on Arteta. Smart, young, knows the Premier League and a good eye for a player, good football as well. And this is the thing, Brighton have a philosophy and a playing style, and they have got no stars really in that team. They're just a good unit. And this is why I say Arteta should be getting more out of the players. Zidane walked into a dressing room full of world-class players. He did. But then so did Pep. Pep walked into a great Barcelona team. And when he left there, everybody still wanted him. They still wanted to get him. So why would we not want Zidane? I don't know. I think people feel it was more individual brilliance in that Real Madrid team. Zidane from Ronaldo to Willian. Oh, my days. From Modric to Granit Xhaka. It's crazy, isn't it? Marcelo under Zidane is the best left-back ever. No, I wouldn't say he's the best left-back ever. He's unbelievable on the ball. He could be the best left-back on the ball. Not defensively, though. His technical ability was insane. Yeah, on the ball, he's up there as one of the very best at left-back. Curtis Pep has only been to clubs that spend big money. You think he can do it at a team which hardly spends? He wouldn't go to one, though, would he? That's the question. He wouldn't go to one. And I don't blame him, really. Why go to a team that ain't got dough to spend? If you want Pep, Pep's going to say, all right, cool, give me 150 million and I'll come there. Otherwise, don't bother. But yeah, I can see why Zidane didn't like Bale. He looks kind of washed. He does look kind of washed. I mean, I think Tottenham won today, didn't they? 2-0. Yeah, 2-0. But I don't know, did he even come on again? No, Bale didn't even come on, man. 2 games in a row, hasn't even come on. Would you take Sarri over Arteta? I think Sarri's a decent manager, honestly. I do think he's a decent manager, but I'm not sure I would take him. Wow, penalty to Liverpool. Penalty to Liverpool. Salah brought down. Penalty. Just as I've been bigging up this guy, Ruben Dias, all game, the man gives a penalty away. What is he doing? Who's going to take... Oh, Mo Salah, penalty. It's a big one. I think Salah will score. He's good at pens. He's scored his last 5 penalties. He'll probably just smash it down the middle, I reckon. Mo Salah to equalise. I did predict 2-1 to Liverpool before the game. Here we go. Salah. Great penalty. High, just to the side of the middle. It's a fantastic penalty, man. Mo Salah, 1-1. Game on now. Game on now. I did say he'd go down the middle. Outskit says 1-1. Get in. It's a great penalty. You're not saving that. Most keepers dive out the way. So the penalty down the middle with a bit of height, just so the keeper can't save it with his legs. It works, man. Poor defending by Ruben Dias. Yeah, I think that's a pen. I mean, he's only pulled him back slightly, but it's fair enough. Ruben Diaz left your fantasy football team. Why is that not a red card? I mean, I think there was a covering defender, or am I wrong? Let me have a look. Let me rewind. Nah, the defender's coming across. He's coming across. I mean, it was a dive. I think he's pulled him. I think it's minimal. You know, he's milked it. He knows, like, as soon as you grab my arm, he flings his arms all over the place. He knows what he's doing. But I think it is a pen. It's poor defending. He misses the ball. Been bigging up Ruben Diaz today, saying one of the best centre-backs in the Prem this season. He goes and makes a mistake like that. Game on now. I told Man City, they always struggle. Would you take Bielsa? See, I love his philosophy, but I don't think he's ever really done it at a top-level club. I'm not sure. I think and his personality is a bit crazy as well. I don't know. Ooh, ball whipped in, cleared by Trent. Trent Alexander is so overrated. Sterling skates past him again. He skates past a lot of fullbacks, though, bro. You know, Sterling's probably one of the best in the country at isolating fullbacks and ripping them apart. Would you consider playing Pepe up front? Is he good enough with his back to goal? I don't know. Curtis, you're watching a Chelsea game. I'll have it on. I'm not doing a stream for it, though. They're playing who? Sheffield United, right? My boy McGoldrick playing. See if they can stay up. How was that a pen for Salah? You didn't think it was a pen, no? Did I bet I missed what Sterling did, didn't I? Yeah, let me rewind it because when I fast forwarded it, I must have missed what he did. Let me see it because people are all saying Sterling. I'm like, why is everyone saying Sterling in the comments? I'm trying to find it. I must have rewound it too far. Is he twisting up Trent in the corner? Let me try and catch it, people. This is what you get with live YouTube, you see. Where's Sterling at, man? Is he ripping him up? Right, let me see now. Sterling. Oh, I haven't gone back far enough. I'll come back to it. I see. I got him on the ball, but it's not. I don't think it's the same bit. 5 years ago, that's not a pen. That football's changed, man. Cutting through their whole team. He's a beast, bro. He's a beast. I think I rewound. Didn't rewind far enough. I do want to see it because everyone was like Sterling in the comments. Let me go back a bit further. I think I've got it. Right, here we go. I've got it. Sterling. I've got it. Yeah, ripping up Trent. Yeah, inside. Jeez, yeah. He's took on about 4 of them. He's passed, though. That's the problem. He's ran past about 5 players there and giving it away. He's absolutely ripping Trent to shreds. He's ripping him apart. Oxlade-Chamberlain come. No, it's not Ox, is it? Is it Ox? Thiago coming off. Who's coming on? Oh, Shaqiri, sorry. What do you guys think about Thiago, man? He's such a good player. A lot of people are saying now he doesn't suit Liverpool. He's just getting dragged after 65 minutes. I didn't think Thiago would be like this, man. Just getting taken off. Milner coming on. Says that don't say much for Oxlade-Chamberlain, does it? James Milner's about 34 in he now, coming on for Curtis Jones. But Thiago's just getting taken off. Is he in the right team? Yeah, like, does he suit their playing style? I'm not sure. I like Thiago. I think he's a brilliant player, but a lot of people are saying he doesn't suit Liverpool. You know, that they're too high press, not possession-based enough. I think most teams would have took Thiago, man, but is he 31? I didn't know that, you know. Did not know he was 31. Sterling again. He's done him again. Done him again for pace. Sterling. No one in the box. Comes out to Bernardo Silva. Puts it wide. That was a chance. Thiago slows down the play too much. That's what a lot of people are saying, man. The English game doesn't suit Thiago. I honestly didn't know he was 31. Did not know that. I thought he was like 28 or something. Thiago don't suit Liverpool. For defensive tactics, bro, that's why Milner. The thing is, you would have thought they'd be going for it now. From my view, Thiago slows down Liverpool playing style before Liverpool play style was faster. People are saying he's not 31. I'm going to have to Google people. Good old Google. How old is he? He is. Yeah, he's 29. 29 people. He's not 31. So he's still got time, and because of how he plays the game as well, I don't think that will affect him too much. Let's see if my 2-1 prediction is right. Mane whips it in, cleared. Shaqiri and cleared. Sterling's got it, and they're on the attack now. City. Curtis, best offensive and best defensive coach. Oh, Foden has done Fabinho there. Now, Fabinho gave the penalty away and never got a yellow card. And Foden's just done him there and got a yellow. He's lucky there, that could have been his second yellow. Best defensive coach is, I don't know, Pep, Klopp, they both attack. Who else you got? Bielsa, he loves attacking as well. Best defensive coach is probably, I don't know, probably Jose. He loves defending, although he is a bit more attacking at times. I don't know who the best defensive coach is, really, As soon as Klopp came in, you knew straight away what his style was. They would score a bag full, but concede a lot. What is Arteta's style? I've heard him talk about it, but he's failing to implement it. Bro, I don't know what his style is. I don't know it. Free kick, Foden, what a ball. Got to be a goal. They've scored. Manchester City have scored. I think he's offside. John Stones. Wow, whipped in by Foden, and Stones at the back post. They'll do a VAR check on this. He didn't look offside to me. Short free kick. Gundogan comes out to Foden. I think he's just offside. Like his shoulder. Just off. It was a good finish as well. It could have been 2-1, but yeah, he's off. Yeah, South London's finest. You're right, bro. What is Mikel Arteta's style of football? There you go, people. See, this is why you lot are legends, Simeone is the best defensive coach all day. I completely forgot about it. Big Sam Allardyce. Sam loves defending, but he just ain't got the defense to defend no more. But yeah, Simeone, man. It's got to be Simeone. That Atletico Madrid defense, so well drilled. Allegri, best defensive coach, people saying. Mahrez comes off. Gabriel Jesus. See, Mahrez ain't done much today, man. I'm telling you. He ain't done much. I know people were getting on to Pepe, but Mahrez ain't done too much. Would you say that Partey is world-class, bear in mind that he has won the Europa League and went to a Champions League final? I don't think he is. I don't think he is world-class. I think he's a top-class midfielder. I think he's still got to actually prove himself in the Premier League. He hasn't played enough. I know he's had some top performances, and we've seen moments where we've gone, that's quality. But I've seen him give the ball away needlessly at times and stuff like that. I wouldn't go as far to say Thomas Partey is world class. No, I wouldn't. I think he's top class. What do you guys think of that? Good question, though. Good question. Conte is a top defensive coach as well. I like Conte, man. He can attack as well, though. His Chelsea team banged on the Premier League when he was there. Oh, my days. Alisson nearly got caught on the ball there. Geez, trying to twist up Gabriel Jesus. Bernardo. Sterling, he's not quite there. Kajani, best defender of the Emirates era. And that says a lot, don't it, Foden glides past him. What a ball. They've scored. Gundogan has scored 2-1 to Manchester City. What a way to make up for the missed penalty. Phil Foden. Jesus, the footwork is magic. Liverpool look down and out, man. They look finished. Why did they bring on Milner and go defensive? Klopp, man, he looks like his head's gone. Great play by Phil Foden. Look at Alisson. Short pass. Fabinho clears it. City regain the ball. Bernardo, even here, they can still clear it, Alisson. Awful clearance, straight to Foden. Foden skips past him, hits the byline, pulls it back. Gundogan, shot hits the bar from, he's about 4 yards out, skips by Henderson. The pass is deflected as well, off Fabinho's hand. And Gundogan, the look went back for him there, man. He didn't even hit that well. And it hits the bar and goes in. That is poor goalkeeping for a goalkeeper of Alisson's quality, man. Klopp the new Arteta. Listen, please, Liverpool, just sack Klopp and we'll take him. Here come Liverpool. James Milner gives it away. Gives it away. That's a poor pass. Sterling, who's been excellent today, he's ripped Trent apart today. Gundogan must be feeling great, man. Missed the penalty. You must be thinking, what a nightmare. He goes and scores 2. And to be fair, he could have had a hat-trick. City on the break again. Gundogan finds Sterling. They're doubling up now because they know Sterling against Trent is a problem. Wijnaldum is helping him. Sack Klopp, please. We need him. Come on, get rid of him. We'll take him. Alisson is overrated. Is he overrated, though? He's been great for most of the time, but I don't know. It's crazy. City's going to run away with the league now. I mean, they're 10 points clear of Liverpool if they win this game, with a game in hand as well. Leicester fan here said we will be third now. I mean, they disappointed me today, man. I had them on my bet as well. Had them on my bet to beat Wolves, man. Vardy with that header at the last minute. Klopp out. Sterling against Trent. Fabinho's covered him there. He was about to run wild again. That's why Foden is better than Saka, technically outstanding. I said before that he's got more technical ability than him. But you've got to remember what Saka's been doing throughout the season in a terrible team as well. I still think Saka has had a better season than Foden. Gundogan is up there for player of the season. He's been quietly handling business, to be fair. Liverpool need a midfield. Bruv, half their midfield is in defence. You know what I mean? Fabinho and Henderson playing centre-back. I don't understand. He signed 2 centre-backs on the last day of the transfer window. One of them's not even on the bench. Alisson gives it away again. Unbelievable. Oh, my days. Raheem Sterling has scored. Bernardo Silva sets it up. And I'm telling you, Alisson must have bets on. He must have bets on. Oh, my days. That is a terrible mistake. Absolutely shocking. Raheem Sterling has scored. Bernardo Silva lifts it over him. Wow. That is awful from Alisson. Absolutely shocking. Gives it away again. Look at him. What's he doing? He's kicked it straight to him. Check Alisson's betting accounts. Jeez. Raheem Sterling gets his goal. Look at Bernardo. Dinks it over him. He scores from a yard out. And Sterling deserves that. He absolutely deserves that. Great goal. Alisson is all over the place. Wow, crazy. Absolutely crazy. Alisson, Renarson. Oh, man's the new Renarson. Bro, they need to check his betting accounts, man. I'm telling you. Something dodgy going off. Man just giving the ball away for fun. 3-1 down. Klopp out. Oh, dear. Raheem Sterling, top scorers under Guardiola. Lionel Messi, 211 goals. Sergio Aguero, 120. Raheem Sterling, 100 goals for Manchester City. Absolute baller, fam. He has ripped Trent to shreds. Alisson, mate, what is he doing? Gundogan has 7 goals more than Aubameyang, your striker. Hey, don't start that kind of slander. You know? We're having a bad season, bro. Alisson equals Kepa. Wow. Joey Barton, he's rubbing his hands. He'll be loving it. Man City could easily score 4 or 5. It's crazy, isn't it? They just slap teams with no striker. I find it so cheeky they just turn up and bench their striker. and just play wingers and attacking midfielders up top, and they just deal with you. It's crazy, bruv. Liverpool, look at Foden. Jesus. Just gliding past people, man. Woo! Free kick. That's true, Curtis, about Aubameyang. No, listen, I don't deny it, you know. Trent, the English Bellerin. Liverpool fans need to respect Raheem now. It's done. Oh, they moved horrible when he left, man. Oh, he's only left for money. Well, I'm not being funny, mate. He's won tons of trophies, and he's playing for probably the best coach, one of the best coaches ever. You know, they can't talk about Sterling. Foden, whoo, man, is balling seriously out here, people. Just glides past people, man, you know. Pep said he's one of the best youngsters he's ever managed. He don't say that. He don't say that easily, man. I'm telling you. Alisson, you dirty little... Dear me, can you imagine what the Liverpool fans are saying? 12 o'clock here in America, time to crack the first brewski on Super Bowl Sunday. Yo, listen, I'll be up for that tonight, man. I'm telling you. I'm looking forward to that. Although I always tend to fall asleep through it. It takes a long time, but it's a big event, man. Big sporting event. City might win the Champions League this year. They might. They might. Sterling is clear of Willian. Just think, there was a point they were talking about swapping Sterling in the Alexis Sanchez deal, you know. And I remember Arsenal fans at the time weren't that keen on it because I remember Sterling wasn't on fire at the time at Man City. He's balling out of control now. Foden will be what Wilshere was meant to be. It's mad. Gundogan and Foden versus Xhaka and El Neni. Shoot me now, bro. Oh, my days. That game there, it might... Yeah, you're right, because if we haven't got Thomas Partey available for that game, and I think De Bruyne's back for that game as well, and Aguero, that game is going to be long. You know, that could be a game that we don't want to watch. Curtis, next week, Leicester v Liverpool or Man City v Spurs. Do you know what? I might give Leicester the credit they deserve now of getting the watch-along. Well, Leicester-Liverpool's 12:30 on the Saturday, and Man City-Tottenham is 5:30 on the Saturday. So I might do both. And then Arsenal play Leeds on Sunday. I might do both games, man. Leicester are one of the top 6 teams now, man. I think I deserve to give them that respect. So, yeah, I might do both games on Saturday. And then the Arsenal game on Sunday. It's crazy. They said Arteta was key to Sterling's success. I mean, fair enough. We want to see that, do that same thing with Pepe or someone, you know. Do that with Reece Nelson. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sterling's levels above these, man. They are balling all over Liverpool right now, man. Bernardo just gliding past, man. Look, they're just playing keep ball now. Look, Sterling's just getting the ball and whoo, they're balling. It's keep ball. It's mad. It's mad. Pep, mate, he's a joke. I'm telling you, one of the best coaches ever, in my opinion. Jesus switches play. They're running riot. They've scored again. I didn't get that. Oh, my days. They've scored. Foden, absolute belter. What a finish that is. Foden's heard me saying, you know, Saka's the best youngster in the league. He said, nah, none of that, bruv. What a goal. 4-1. Phil Foden, they are finished. They are finished all over the place. What a finish. The keeper, should he do better? Look at him, man. This got to be 20 passes before they get there. Jesus switches it out wide. Just cuts inside Robertson. It's poor defending. Alisson, why is he going down? Just stand up. Sure. Why do goalkeepers do that? The shot is basically straight at him. He's ducking down and tipping it up. Just stand up and get your hands on it. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a powerful shot. Oh, my God. People saying no keeper saving that. Am I being harsh on Alisson? I feel like he should do better. Heaviest defeat at Anfield. Woo! It was due. Yo, Foden's got 10 goals this season. Oh, my God. What a player. Liverpool on the attack. Ederson keeps it in. Wow. Liverpool are taking a beating. Absolute beating, bro. Raheem Sterling, man, it's all mad. Annihilation. Annihilation for Liverpool. 3 defeats in a row, I think this is, for Klopp. Klopp out, man. Get Klopp out. Raheem. Raheem Sterling, mate. Yo. Heaviest defeat. What a finish. Coppish TV after your stream, Big C. Yeah, give it to the Scousers, man. What a finish. Raheem the Dream. Sack Klopp. Foden is definitely a generational talent. He's a joke of a player. Absolute joke. (6-1) income. I want him to get battered now. I came on here quite. I'm always neutral during these games, but I just feel like I don't mind this turning into a 5 or 6 now, man. Gerald will be in sooner than you think. He could be, man. He could be. Trent in Ederson's face. Pity ain't got near Sterling the whole game, bro. Who's just ran riot. Time to move to Liverpool channels now. Yeah, man. Foden is the best youngster in the league. Who said Saka was better than Foden? Who said that, bro? Listen, man. He's playing for Pep. He's in a great team. He's surrounded by greatness. It's going to be easier. It's going to be easier for Foden to do the business than it is for Saka. And I do think, and I've always said, I've never lied about it. I think he's technically better than Saka. You know, he's got that intelligence on the ball. Saka is mature and a top quality youngster. I don't think he's technically as good as Foden in that sense. But yeah, it's like I said, it's easier to look good in a better team. But he's a great player, Foden. Hey, good morning, my brother. Watching the game in the Philippines at 2 a.m. The Man City will get 3 points for sure. You're damn right. You know, damn right. They have slapped them all over the place. Saka is better. Relax. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. Trent whips it in. Corner to Liverpool. 4 minutes to go. Only thing that Foden's got extra ability is that finishing. Saka is not good in the final third. Foden's dribbling, close ball control, I think is better than Saka. I've got to be honest. I think Saka's stronger and quicker. And, you know, he's more direct as a winger. Corner whipped in by Shaqiri, headed away. It's been a bad day. The title's going to end up in Manchester, that's for certain. It'll be City or United. You would imagine City. I don't think United have been good enough in the big games. You know, Man United, they've played Arsenal twice and we've been terrible this season. They couldn't beat us. In fact, we took 4 points off them. Liverpool, they drew. City, they drew. They lost to City in the Cup. They got battered by Tottenham. They drew with Chelsea. You know, they haven't beaten any of the big 6 teams in the Premier League this season, Man United. So, yeah, I think that will cost them when it comes to the title race. Where City are dealing with these teams. Went to Chelsea, beat them. Went to City, beat them. Beat Arsenal. You know, they're on fire. Imagine, and there you go. Imagine when De Bruyne and Aguero are back as well. You know? Next level. Next level. Is Salah playing today? I mean, he got his goal, got his penalty, but yeah, he didn't do nothing. Time for Rocky Balboa to call Adrian. I think he's even worse, mate. I mean, listen, Alisson's had an absolute stinker today. I'd check his betting accounts because he might have 100k on Man City to win 4-1 because the stuff I'm seeing him do is mad. City will batter us, Curtis Amskett, bruv. Listen, that game, that game could be long, I'm telling you, for Arsenal. Especially if De Bruyne and Aguero are back, it could get even worse. Salah, the new Penandes. It's mad. Watch Arsenal beat City. I wouldn't bank on it. I mean, I'd love it. I would love it. Gareth Southgate's watching it. He'll be loving Phil Foden. Absolutely been balling in this game. He might be looking at Trent like, listen, bro, you just played your way out of the England team. Sterling tearing him to bits. And then just as I say that, Sterling gives the ball away. Don't watch along versus City. Don't turn up for the Arsenal City one. Jeez, I'll turn up. I just hope I can finish the whole game. I'll be here laughing when City slaps you, man, up. Calm down, man. Calm down. You're obviously a Liverpool fan. You've had a lot of success, man. You've won the league. You've won the Champions League. What are you so angry for, bruv? We're 10th. We got to have a laugh at something, you know? Do you think this Man City team is better than the Centurions? I would say no. Maybe because, you know, they had that Fernandinho, David Silva, and De Bruyne midfield, which I think is better than this one. They had Leroy Sané and Sterling. I don't know. I think the Centurions team's slightly better. Rocky 4, that's my favourite Rocky film, man. Ivan Drago in Russia. Rocky Balboa, man, in the, you know, training in the snow in Russia. I love that film. I've watched that film about 20 times, probably more. I would actually hate to beat City if that means helping United. I hear what you're saying. I can't deal. It'll be long if Man United win the title. I've got too many friends who support Man U. I'll never hear the end of it. City going to batter us. Maybe they'll take it easy on us, man. You know, Pep and Arteta are close friends. Say, look, man, when you go 2-0 up, just stop. Sané was, electric. I can't believe they allowed him to leave. Waiting for Steve Nichols' opinion from ESPN. He'll make excuses, man. He can't help himself, can he, man? His whole Liverpool thing just comes bursting to the front. He acts like a Liverpool fan when he's talking. Curtis, Man City v Arsenal should be 18 plus. I'm telling you, man, I might have to put a warning on this. I might actually put a warning on the title, like, warning, this video contains graphic images. Oh, dear. It's mad. What's your thoughts on Brentford? I don't think a lot about Brentford, to be honest. I don't really know who they got. Ivan Toney plays from, right? Yeah, I don't really watch them, to be honest. City on the break again here. Canelo v Billy Joe Saunders. It'll be a good fight. I think Canelo beats him, though. I think he beats him. Curtis and Ketty will win here against City. If that happens, I'll get his name on the back of my shirt. It's as simple as that. I'll get his name on the back. Imagine City v Arsenal in AFTV. Every goal reaction will be mad. Oh, gee. Man said 18 plus. He's not wrong, man. That's 18 plus all day long. Foden, man of the match. Not surprised. Sterling could have got it, but Foden. Yo! Trent's just kicking man down, fam. Yo, it's mad. Jesus does a little trick. Trent just goes up to him and says, have that. Just kicks his ankles, bro. Warning, this game contains a spanking. Yeah, the Arsenal-Man City game could be long. Sterling. I wonder if Trent will kick Sterling being as his international teammate. See, leaving him, he's thinking, you know what, we got the Euros in the summer. I'm not going to kick you, but I'll kick him. Sterling running at Becky B. It's going to be a training session, bro. It's going to be long. Bellerin needs to throw in an injury that day and just say, Gaffer, got some pain in my calf. I can't play. It's too long. Arsenal v Man City is before the watershed. I'm telling you, they need to put that game on at midnight. Oh, dear. Diaz, what a player. I know he made the mistake, but yeah, he still looks a top player. I genuinely wish we had Guardiola. I mean, there was a rumour, was it 2000? And I think just before Pep went to Bayern, there was a rumour that, or was it after Bayern? Might have been just after. No, before Bayern, that apparently he was interested in the Arsenal job, but Wenger signed a new contract. So, you know, it is what it is, people. Foden, 100 mil. Yeah, you're not getting him out. He's boyhood Man City fan. You ain't getting him out of there, man. And there you go, people. Full-time whistle. Pep has slapped Klopp all over the place. That was painful, man. Oh dear, Rocky v Mr. T. You're gonna meet my friend Payne. Come on, bad boy. No, Rocky 3. But Rocky 4 is still my favorite one, man. Drago! See, that's cheered me up watching this game, man. I watched Arsenal yesterday. It's nothing but pain and suffering. I come and watch this. I feel a lot better, you know. I can enjoy it. Let's get Klopp out, people. Get Klopp out of Liverpool. I want him at Arsenal with Liverpool fans. Get him out. Force him out the door, and then we'll take him. Big up everyone for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Great interaction today, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button on the way out. I will be back tomorrow, 2 p.m., and we'll talk football. I appreciate you all tuning in, people. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bless.